Is that movie considered a horror movie or a suspense movie? Because there's a difference between horror and suspense. Because going to a funeral of the man you murdered, hugging a mom, hugging a sister, and looking right into the other dude's eyes, like that's bro, that's horror.
Diabolical. It's diabolical.
That's diabolical. The coldest part is him sitting in the interrogation room with a cigarette at 16 years old, and just like, if anybody had the motive to do it, it'd be Rodamez. And then he killed Rodamez. Like, you gonna kill Rodamez after you told on him, nigga?
Yes. The only person who had a motive.
Yeah, he killed Steve. Like, man. Yo, Juice is about as American as Team USA.
Bro.
Steph fans and Bron fans unite. We are here to save this country once again. Well, the light skins are crying about minutes. Yeah.
Jason Tatum sit down.
Jason Tatum didn't get no minutes. Boo hoo, the cow says moo. All right. That's what happens when you're playing with the best in the world. All right. You sit down and then you watch. You high five and then you just marvel at Steph hitting 9 threes in the game. All right. That's what Tyrese Halliburton's doing. He's having a great old time.
Yo, shout out to Tyrese, man. This man just over there watching episodes of Monday Night Raw on his phone.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing else to do.
Chilling.
Shit, man, what's going on? Oh, what? New Judgment Day. Yeah, Tyrese got it together. You know what I mean? He over here shaking his head. Good job, Steph. You want a Pop-Tart, nigga? Like, yeah, man, of course I do.
1 minute in already with the curses.
No, it's a minute 50. We made it.
No, we didn't.
It's a minute 51.
No, we didn't. No, we
didn't. This episode's for free.
Yeah, no, it ain't. I said Jigga, as in Jay-Z.
That is.
Do not let Vibes Cartel get that one. Yo, I need Vibes Cartel on that right now.
That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That is let's see, that is Faux Lauren. Yeah, that is Faux Lauren on the Smile You're on Camera. One of them, you know, y'all seen the joints with Zach Fox, where he doing all the joints, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing. And I think the mix is actually made by Ray Sam. So yeah, that John Cena Nola bounce, man. That's that, isn't it? Boy? That had me turn.
Do a little bit of oof.
Yeah, man. Needed that. How you guys doing? Doing well?
Great. Oh yeah, man. I'm very patriotic.
I'll say keep that away from Drake. That's crazy.
Jermaine said bounce music is undefeated on GOD.
Still. Hold on. This is here at 12:28. Shout out to Vic. Shout out to my guy. Which of En Vogue was the finest? Oh, it's definitely Don. Don or Cindy?
Yo, that's just an unhinged question to ask so early. The show is not even nowhere near started yet.
I don't know, man. That's what it is. Which one was the one that I thought was Holly Robinson Pete? Which one?
That's Cindy, I think.
Is that Cindy?
Yeah.
I swear I thought one of them was Holly Robinson Pete. I'm like, bro, she an En Vogue and she on hanging with Mr. Cooper. Like, this is undefeated, dog. Like, she's the one.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Remember when that what's it gonna be? When that came out, oh man, if you had a black mom, Sundays.
My pops was super into En Vogue. That was his wave. He was like, nah, these ones right here, and they all fine. What?
All of them can sing.
I'm like, oh yeah,
all of them can sing. I'm like, all of them can sing.
If you like
this ain't like Escape, you know what I'm saying? When it's like 2.5 of them that can sing. Like, this is in vogue where all of them can see.
2.5.
Yeah.
All right, that's low-key disrespectful, but it's not a lot.
Right. It was a little disrespectful, but you know what? It's okay. We here today, man. We here today. Let's go ahead and why don't we get in vogue and I'll press the button and we can start the show.
Free your mind. Sorry. Man. Oh yeah, they did that too. If you didn't know.
I know they did that, but let's go.
Tell him. I'll probably send your bitch to give me some chicken. If you ain't knowing, love, listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, people with jobs, people without jobs, middle class, upper class, high class, all that, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, elderly people, and twerkers, we present to you another episode of the Public Enemies Podcast. I believe this is episode 317 of the best thing since wrestling. Of course, I go by the name, oh my God, Graham. That guy over there is the Waco Kid. That guy down there is Big Match Jizzle.
Me. In vogue enthusiasts.
The In Vogue enthusiast. I like that. Well, what's up, guys, man? What's new? How y'all doing? What's going on? We got rocking.
America. Only in basketball, though. The rest of y'all is Simone Biles.
Patriotism.
Yeah, that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? I got it for 2.5 weeks. That's all I got for you.
Bro, y'all better leave Simone Biles alone. She going off on TikTok. They was like, yo, man, why your husband wearing your medal? He need to take that medal off. No one knows his name. She was in the comments of some woman's video. She was like, hey, y'all need to mind y'all business. Why y'all so sad and so alone and miserable? We living over here. Get your shit together. And
yeah.
we got no choice.
Listen, I'm all for defending Simone Biles, but I'm no longer here to defend. I'm no longer here to defend Jonathan Owens. He's not on my team no more.
Oh, he's not on the team no more. Is he on? Was he on the?
He's on the Bears.
He's on the Bears. Oh, so he's an op.
Yeah.
He's an op pack. You feel me? We smoked him. You feel me? So it was love. You feel me? But now it's all love lost.
Oh yeah, football season is back. Hey man, I love you, Graham. You my man. You my man. 50 Graham. I don't know if y'all gonna be smoking the Bears like that no more. They got a lot of people on that team.
I have to say so too. I'm like,
listen. The NFC North is a completely different picture these days. Say that. It's just listen.
You got the best quarterback, but I don't know if you got the best quarterback. I mean, Jared Goff. I don't like Jared Goff.
Don't worry about us, man. Don't worry about us. Worry about what's going on here in Vegas. Exactly. Right, Tay over there complaining like the hell on every episode of receiver, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, then you get that ping and saying like, "Oh man, $13 million was just deposited to your account." Like, I mean, you got Antonio Pierce, right? I'm watching all the snaps. I'm like, sure you are, Tay. Sure you are. Sure you are, my G. What's all for the quarterback competition? Yeah, Big Gresh.
With the gang. If you haven't already, please make sure you like and subscribe. You feel me? Liking the video is definitely more important, to be honest with you. You feel me? You can come back, drop in, drop out as you feel. But this one today, I need y'all to smash that like button. You feel me? For the algorithm nation and all of that. You feel me? If y'all want to send a super chat, you feel me? You're more than welcome to. It's not required, but it's definitely helpful. Let's see here. Let's see here.
In my heart.
Jizzle.
Sir.
Nothing. I just wanted to play a gunshot.
Part of the algorithm nation.
Live on YouTube, yes indeed, my boy. Live on YouTube, yes indeed, my boy. Yes indeed, yes indeed. YouTube, Twitch, we on X. Y'all talking about? This is a simulcast. We everywhere like air. You know what I'm talking about?
All at once. When we figure out how to do it on TikTok.
Yeah, big bumble clock. I'm about to say Krishan. I'm about to say it was Krishan. Oh,
it does have a thing. Then me and you, let's communicate about that, and we can see if we can throw that in rotation, throw that in motion. You feel me? Y'all talking about? You dig?
Yes. Right. Yeah, before they ban it.
Yeah, no, huh? Let's see. Man, see, I need a new music thing for like. Anyways, let's talk about some what? Go ahead.
Just have somebody say news, and then that'll be like
that. I like that. For now.
I like that.
This is what I got, man. Let's get into it though. John Cena is starring in a new movie that will be available on Amazon Prime the August 15th. John Cena, Aquafina, the dude that's in one of them Marvel movies. He like the I don't want to say
probably Jeremy Renner. It's probably Hawkeye.
Nah, it's the Asian dude.
Oh, from the
So Shang-Chi?
Yeah. Bam, bruh, in it. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? They doing their thing. You know what I'm talking about? That's rated R. They stealing some money, doing something. I don't know. It's whatever. John Cena Prime, August 15th. It's called Jackpot. Check it out. Also, there is a new movie that just got greenlit. It's going to be starring Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista, directed by the same individual. I can't remember his name. Anwell something. Anyways, he directed Blue Beetle and Charm City Kings. They have like an action comedy thing where they're like half brothers trying to solve something with like their dad's bullshit before, and now they gotta bring the family together. It's like some buddy cop shit, but they not cops. So I don't know why people keep saying
buddy cousins.
Like everything that I kept like pulling up on it was like buddy cop. They got a buddy cop movie. I'm like, but they're not playing cops. It's like an action.
Okay, so that is a term that people just use for a team up movie. They don't have to actually be cops. It's like evolved outside of like the genre of doing it. So people just say any team up movie, like when Batista was in the movie, what was it?
Stuber.
Where he was, when he was in Stuber, they were like, yo, that's a buddy cop movie, even though it's not really. It's just the genre.
For two people coexisting when they shouldn't. Will they coexist in movie terms, basically?
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, man. I don't much rock with police, so don't expect me to know stuff.
Call it buddy friend.
You don't like Rush Hour?
It's over for that, bro.
You don't like Bad Boys Foe? You want some more?
Listen, it's over for that. That was amazing, but that was listen. Why are we talking about the past? You feel me? I enjoyed that movie, but that's a month or so ago. You feel me? Let it go.
This nigga hates SVU.
What?
You like Punch and Finn?
What? You think I'm here for long? I'm here for this. I don't even know if that's right.
They be posting the stats for Ice-T every year. They were like, yo, he's the longest running member. He's a black character on television. I'm like, yeah, he's a horrible actor though.
He's Ice-T played a cop. Hey, stop it.
That's not his fault. That's not his fault. Ice-T plays Ice-T as a policeman in everything for the last 30-some years. This man a cop killer, and then the rest of his life has decided to dedicate to playing a cop.
Yeah, what an arc. That's a villain arc.
I can't take shit that he says seriously on that show. I remember like one of the episodes I watched, it was probably maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. It was about like the parents were racist and they had a daughter and they just claimed like statutory on the dude. And so after the guy ends up getting killed, and so at the funeral they're crying. They're like, "Yo, what was the cause of this? How could we have stopped this?" And he was like, "Yo, racism is a terrible killer," something he said like that to try to be like a heartfelt line. And I was like, shut up, nigga. What are you talking about? Go stand in the corner.
What is that in Not Another Teen Movie where like they just kept waiting for like the clap moment? It was like, you can't clap right now. This isn't the time for that. Yeah, bro. You like wait your turn. You feel me? Wait your turn. Last thing I got here in the news block. Salute and big action. Congratulations to Steve Mongo McMichael. You know what I'm talking about? Man, come on, dog. It's pure love around here. Of course, as you know, if you don't know, Mongo diagnosed with ALS for the past time or what have you. Of course, this past weekend, enshrined, you feel me? And What are you throwing up? Oh yeah, the foe. Yeah. Big action, man. Big action. Mago in the building. You feel me? In the hall. You feel me? In the hall. You feel me? In Canton. You feel me? Doing the damn thing with the gold jacket. You know what I'm talking about? Yes.
Also a United States champion.
Also a United States champion. Yes, indeed.
Was he really?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Josh is in the chat. He says Graham hated Power Rangers SPD. And also PSD, the driver. You feel me? That nigga be telling. You feel me? Throw a paperwork party. Let's get into it, man. What we doing?
Mm-hmm. T.I. would not.
I'm gonna get with Vin and we gonna do a podcast about SPD because that's a good season. But yeah,
it's not.
Nice one.
Nothing was good after. Nothing was good after. Once they made Tommy the Red Ranger, I did not want to see it anymore. All right, like the originals.
He was the original.
There's a story arc.
I'm tripping. Yeah. They did do that. You know what? Nah, I'm with you, Jizzle. Nah, get the story arc, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, though. You feel me?
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah, say greatest Ranger ever, but still, man. Come on.
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's talk about it.
The following contest scheduled for one fall.
I don't know if you guys watched Dynamite this week. A lot of people are saying it was a very subpar episode. You feel me? Ratings came out 622,000. Seems like it. Also, the Olympics are on. We're watching other shit, man. You know what I'm saying? People got stuff going on in their lives.
Watch steeplechasing. You kidding me?
There you go. But over there on Dynamite, we'll throw in a couple of things here. We'll keep it rocking. We'll keep it rolling. MJF defeated Kyle Fletcher to open up the show. This is continuing, of course, his feud with Will Ospreay. There was a moment in the match where Don Callis, who was on commentary, left the booth, which was actually on the stage this week. You know what I'm saying? Lately, they've been around the ring. Anyways, neither here nor there. Don Callis tried to give Kyle Fletcher the little screwdriver thing, you feel me? And Kyle Fletcher, would I?
Oh,
no, I can't do it. I can't do it. As soon as he drop it, MJF kick him in the balls, give him a brain buster, and then start, you feel me? Well, first of all, that's the end of the match. Over with. Done data, you feel me? So now Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher both conflicted about using the screwdriver, and it's pretty much worked every time anybody's used it. I don't know why they tripping. But MJF continued the beating and then bloodied Kyle Fletcher after the match, which brought out Will Ospreay, who was trapped, somehow locked backstage, and they had this whole ordeal where Don Callis is yelling at Ospreay, and he's like, "Where were you? Where were you for your friend? Where were you for your friend?"
The door was locked, bro. I thought you was already outside. Like, no, I went back to my room.
I'm assuming at some point the screwdriver may come into play at All In, but we'll talk about that when we get there. You guys care anything about what's going on with Will Ospreay? Ben? Yeah, you go. Yeah, you.
It's like the fifth time they've done that spot. I think they did with Pac too. Or he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna use screwdriver." Yeah. It was the same shit. He was looking at it. Should I? Shouldn't I? I don't need it. Do I need it? I'm like, come on, man. Just get rid of the shit. But yeah, I care about Will Ospreay during this rivalry, but not so much MJF. I feel like he's fallen off somewhat, and people are like, "Yo, man, what are you talking about? He's the same character." I'm like, it just feels like a little bit when he came back that he's trying to get back some of the momentum that he had last year instead of like naturally building it up. It just seems like, yo, I'm trying to get right back to that point where I was on top before I left. And it's like, yeah, you gotta kind of let things simmer a little bit, kind of like build it up. But yeah, it to me, this is like, I know the match is going to be good, but I'm really just here for Will Ospreay.
Oh, what's the point of having a good match if there's not a real story? I heard a sudden idiot from New York say some shit like that. But man, nobody care about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Of course it's going to be good because Will Ospreay's in it. Yeah, because it's Will Ospreay, man. This is, you want to talk about, I heard a lot of people saying another match that we're going to talk about in another feud is auraless because of somebody. And I haven't seen less aura in my life that gets the opening 30 every single week. Nobody cares about this shit. We know that Will Ospreay's going to beat you, cuz. Like Will Ospreay's gonna beat you. Like he's not the credible heel anymore. Once you get AEW tatted on your neck, like a bitch apologizing. All right,
Question.
like I don't want to answer.
Do you guys think MJF? Does MJF get the opening slot? Like MJF mostly gets the opening slot on Dynamite. Is that to like? How do I ask this? Is
Get it
that
out the way?
because? No, I don't think it's like a get out of the way thing, but I feel like, is it like a ratings cheat code? Is he politicking for it? You know what I'm saying? To kind of keep his stock high. Just in the sense of like
you get a meal and you eat your vegetables first. You know what I'm saying? So you can get it out the way. You know what I'm saying?
He does that thing where he's like, you got to watch my minute by minute, my quarter hours, my ratings. I'm the pound for pound best. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, is that the reason why he typically goes first? Because they have this lull in the episode where like viewership drops off. Now, I don't know if that's a thing or, you know, if that's why, or maybe I'm looking too deep into.
Is that quarter hour in the beginning was driven by Will Ospreay being locked in his room more than you doing your thing.
Mr. No Good in the chat says he knows nobody else is watching that show.
I don't get it. I don't get what
I think it's a mixture of wanting for them to, come on air hot and just like, okay, we think he's the biggest ratings draw, mixed with the fact that he probably is like, yo, I'd rather just get my match out of the way. Because he said this before when they were like, why aren't you working the main event? Why aren't you working the main event? He was like, why not just do my match first? And I'd go chill for the rest of the night in the back. I don't got to worry about doing my match, getting hyped up, anything like that. I could just go chill.
MJF is Jason Tatum on the USA team. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a championship, and you know what I'm saying? You just over there to high five and give waters and then argue with women. So you do that. There's nothing good about this since he's been back. Like, even when he came back, I was like, oh God.
Winston Thompson in the chat, he says he's trying to get credit for Big Bang Theory.
I guess. Yeah. So what are you gonna do when Will Ospreay wins and then you gotta change the whole strap back? You know what I'm saying? So now you just get another belt you can keep. You selfish motherfucker.
Could be possibly.
I don't see them doing that. I feel like that's a little too soon to just be like, okay, we're gonna change the whole design for the belt. But they've done that with the TNT title before, where everybody got a new design. Remember that shit? When it was like, okay, Rusev got it, you get the white belt.
Scorpio Sky had the purple and gold.
He did. Yep. Everybody had a special belt. Special version.
Warlow.
Well, they took it.
Maybe he does.
Yeah, Warlow's had a ponytail on it, but he didn't get to use that one because he lost it too quick.
Warlow's belt with a ponytail. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess you can put the belt back on Will Ospreay, or you can keep the belt on MJF. Either one, you really can't. I don't really think people would give a fuck either way. I'll just be completely honest.
Well, I mean, we're talking about different belts here, to be honest with you. This is the international title, and they can start talking about the TNT title. Warlow ain't never had that.
Warlow.
He could one day if you believe in him.
Man, speaking of the TNT title, man, if niggas want to take it there, we can take it there. The TNT champion was cutting a promo, and I don't know what happened. It decided to cut into a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah, chalupa, $7. Yeah, chalupa, baby. You know what I mean? It's just a misstep, man, but God, that was funny.
And then back to the promo, and then back to the Taco Bell commercial.
See, that's what you get for trying to be funny, nigga. Like, he had a Pepsi out there and a little cup and everything like that. You trying to be funny. It was like, oh, you want to do brand placement? All right. Because I'm not gonna lie, that $7 chalupa box, I was like, that's a deal, man. That's a steal, right?
A beefy 5-layer burrito. Like I am, like you have it, like cool.
That's a steal, and a drink, and a soft taco, and I'm like, that's a good deal. And then they went back to it, and I was like, okay, all right, we talking this nigga, my bad. All right, let's refocus.
Cry me a river, Taco Bell. That's what you should have said.
Yo, I have an uncle. It's the most racist shit ever. I don't want to say it.
Yes, said. Going forward, if a man puts on fire to a restaurant, guaranteeing your guts will burn, was on brand. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. Remember the Taco Bell dog? The yo quiero Taco Bell. The little chihuahua. The little chihuahua.
Died like 5 years ago.
Yeah, they made a BB5 later at that boy.
All right. What else happened? What else?
Hey, check this out. Mercedes Moné cut a promo after Camille had a 2-on-1 squash match, and Mercedes said that Britt Baker, first of all, who she has been describing as a fan that's stalking her. She basically was out there talking about Britt Baker ain't gonna be the one to beat her. She done took over. It's her shit now. I'm Mercedes. I get the money. This is Camille. She beat bitch's ass. Yada yada yada. She's suspended. We'll get into that. Tony Schiavone says, yo, her suspension has been lifted. And then she pops up on the screen and tells Mercedes, I'm coming for you. You could try to get me suspended, but you can't suspend me all the way up until All In because we got to fight at All In. And then when we get to All In, I'm going to beat your little bitch ass and I'm going to take your title and fuck you and your friend. That's what she said. I don't know if y'all was watching, but I'm just saying that's what Britt Baker said. Y'all, I had the uncut version. I don't know what y'all was watching.
These niggas on Netflix too. This must be on Prime. Like, sheesh. I gotta see this one. That's not even TV 14.
Yeah, man. So this whole thing about her being suspended, storyline reason was because Mercedes went to the Young Bucks and the EVPs, was like, oh, she's bothering you, get her out of here. Right, cool, bet. But as y'all know by now, Britt Baker was suspended for a backstage issue that she had with MJF at the Dynamite 250 episode. During that 1 hour match, Will Ospreay and MJF had to open the show. I guess she was backstage complaining about them getting 1 hour, and Alicia too, who is MJF's either girlfriend or fiance, was there and was like, you talking about my man? You feel me? And then, you know, niggas pulled up and knocked on the door and was like, can I speak to Britt? Yeah, that one right there. The one that just got back here and is already stirring the pot. Let me talk to her. Let me talk to her. You feel me? What you doing over here, bro? What your problem is? He was talking down to her like this. You feel me? And then I don't know why he didn't get. I'm just playing. But anyway, so
I seen it.
Oh man,
this is how rumors get started and reinforced. I just want to
man. And they gonna blame us too, man. I don't care. Whoever said it, tell them I said it.
So apparently, MJF went in there and had a conversation with Britt Baker about, you know, this situation and why she was kind of speaking her truth and how she felt about Ospreay and MJF having this long match or getting all this time. I don't know what her issue really is. At the end of the day, there's apparently a falling out that happened with MJF and Britt Baker over the last year or so. Like, they used to be cool friends, but not no more, for real. So now we're at an impasse where it's like, okay, you just got back here. You talking to my girl. Apparently Britt Baker probably like, bitch, I've been here. I don't know who you think you is, and why is you telling people what I'm saying? I kind of get that, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
That's her dude. Like, your girl gonna tell you.
Also, I'll add to. They did also a part of that report from Ibu, Russell Pierce, and I believe Fightful also kind of backed this up. Dave Meltzer also spoke on it as well. But there was a moment where MJF punched a wall. This was not during the conversation with Britt. This was not in the women's locker room. This was after the conversation had occurred, and he went off and
punched the wall.
Ended up punching a wall.
Oh, man. Yeah. Did he have a soft cast on his hand like LeBron did after he got swept? That'd have been great. Like, I don't understand.
Soft shell.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, you know, I basically played with a broken head. I punched his board in J.R. Smith at the game one. And I mean, I don't even know who to take because they're both like insufferable people. So I don't know whose side you want to be on. So like whatever side you're on the losing side. But I can see her being upset, like, yo, like this is what I was talking about before when I was complaining about us ladies not getting enough time, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I can see Will Ospreay just walking by like.
Will Ospreay, not to interrupt, but Will Ospreay also apparently had a conversation with Britt Baker before MJF got to her and asked her, "Why you starting shit?"
So you want to be starting something? Britt got to be starting something. I mean, I understand, but I also understand. Like, I can see where a two could be like, yo, you talk about my man. Of course, I'm going to tell him. Like, you think I'm not going to tell my man? If I was running my mouth about Adam Cole and you heard it, you think you wouldn't tell him? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was running my mouth about your man who might not be your man, I don't know what's going on. I ain't nobody's business. But you know what I'm saying? If I was talking about him and then you heard it, wouldn't you tell him? Like, so like I understand that from that aspect. And MJF, you know what I'm saying, he did it the right way. Like, listen, like, yo, ask for permission to talk to her. Was like, yo, what's the deal? Like you mad at the wrong motherfucker right now because you need to talk to the dude that you signed to, who you were the number one person to sign to AEW. Like, you need to talk to them. You know what I mean? And she wouldn't have got suspended if she wouldn't have played a role. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I think, I mean, you're not gonna get along with everybody you work with, and like sometimes you get into it with niggas that you like even at your job sometimes. So, like, you know, I think it just took it as that, and that's why I don't think it was a big deal. I think everybody was just like, you know what I'm saying, niggas was upset, but now cooler heads will prevail, and you know, do your thing via satellite, where you talk about Mercedes taking her ball and going home.
Yeah. My take on this is, I thought y'all said when CM Punk left, everything was going to be cool. Everybody was going to be in the bag, arms locked together, singing Kumbaya. We love it here. The evil man is gone, all that. But that's not the case. Like, that was never the case. You have problems in there. You have people that have egos. You have people that feel like they're comfortable enough to talk shit about somebody else, even if they're around their significant other and they know it's going to get back to them. They know it's going to be a conversation. You have people who running around who don't give a fuck about that. And it's not just Britt Baker. This is not the first time you've had other things outside of CM Punk happen like that. I think it was very just like them putting all their energy and still putting all their energy into kind of talking shit about him. It's like, hey, you still got shit going on in your locker room, bro. You might want to clean that up. You might want to get that settled before you go out there and start like continuing on a storyline with somebody that doesn't even work at your company and having the Pepsi and the shot and everything, trying to be funny and cute and all that. It's like, yo, I don't really see the problem with MJF's girl running back telling information, because I saw people were like, well, if his girl wouldn't have went back and told him, then it wouldn't have been an issue. I'm like CJ said, that's kind of what she was supposed to do. Imagine finding this out on Fightful that she was talking shit about you. You looking at your girl like you was in the room.
You was there. You was there, shorty. You didn't say shit to me.
You know, I didn't want to start any trouble with the word. You got to leave her right now. You gotta end that right now. But as far as like the whole thing is like, you got to get a better hold on your locker room. I'm glad that it only ended with him punching the wall, even though that's kind of like wild because we're renting out this arena. But I'm just glad he just did the. I'm glad he just did the.
Let me put this up here real quick.
Go ahead.
Let's close it out with this.
It's like, see, like. It's not his insecurity and stuff like that. Like, he just needs to be a leader. Like, how many times have I said this about Tony Khan? Like, I love everything that Tony Khan does when it comes to the wrestling part, but like, you just need to be a leader, dog. Like, this cool ass like youth pastor, young nigga, you know what I'm saying? Attitude ain't gonna go, man. Like, you need to stop trying to be these niggas friends, dog.
So Tony Khan playing Toby Mac when they walk into the office.
Andre has a comment here. He says AEW seems so sophomoric, like it seems like it's always drama. Tony's insecurity is part of it. That's what we're referring to here.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think it's insecurities, Andre. This is what I started my little soliloquy with. But yeah, I don't think
what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just saying? Like it's not really all that. Like he runs it like a player's coach, nigga. Like sometimes even the coach got to send some niggas home, man. And I bet you it was really hard for him to send Britt Baker home, man, because that's his ace. You know what I'm saying? You were the first one to sign with me, cuz, and then you are gang. But like what like you got to do something. So I applaud him for like quote unquote suspending her, but because you don't want no tension in the locker room, like Ben said. But like eventually, man, you just gotta be like, all right, bro, check this out. If this shit happens again, both of y'all get suspended 1 month, no pay. And then you go see, because you got nothing but grown-ups. You got nothing but grown-ups on your fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, listen, well, let me say 2 weeks. I'm saying 1 month is excessive. Because he can't go. I was
about to say, CJ running the league. Who was the name of the NBA commissioner before Adam Silver? That's how CJ running AEW. 1 month suspension without pay. Davidson, yeah, that's how CJ running the league, just like him. Because he like, bro, you even got to scrap in the locker room. He be like, all right, bro, 6 weeks, man. No pay. You don't even show up to the game.
Not even doing that. I'll make you sit on the bench and everything too. Like I'll have niggas taking the ring down and set it back up. Like I'll be a tyrant. No, man, but we can't have that shit, man. So I don't know, man. Shout out to Britt and them.
There you go. No. She's either got to talk to Tony or the other guy that's a part of the disciplinary committee, Brian Danielson. He main evented Dynamite when he faced off against Jeff Jarrett in an anything goes match, which Jarrett was like, you ain't got it right now. You ain't all in. How you gonna be all in if you ain't all in? You ain't even locked in. You feel me? You ain't even top 10. He started tripping on bro. And bro was like, all right, well, see me at Dynamite. You know what I'm talking about? And they started funking and they had their match. They did their thing. They did their thug thizzle. And Brian Danielson won after he took a chair and did the psycho knee and threw that right into Jeff Jarrett's face. And then he started bleeding out the side of his neck for talking all that shit.
Right in mouth.
And that was that. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much that. He won that match. After that, Swerve came out, cut a promo on Brian Danielson and said, yo, you got your warm-up match. I'm finna have my warm-up match next week. You sit ringside and watch me beat Wheeler Yuta ass. And Wheeler was like, you're not that guy. And Swerve was like, nigga, you're not that guy.
Tell the world champion, you're not that guy? Yo, Wheeler Halliburton
trying to check me, bro. Like, what the?
Oh man, I'm playing. But that's what happened, though. That's what happened. So yeah, you got Swerve and Wheeler Yuta next week. Elsewhere on the show, just a couple of little notes. Christian Cage announced that there will be a number one contenders match for the Trios Championship when House of Black face off against the Bang Bang Gang. Christian Cage is going to be the special guest referee. Hangman did an interview backstage with Renee Paquette, and he vowed to get his justice. So he's still coming for Swerve. They also announced a Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal for All In, which is for the number one contendership and a future shot at the AEW World Championship, which Darby Allin just won a shot at the AEW World Championship, a future opportunity like 2 weeks ago, and he don't get that till the end of September. So we got a number one contender and a number two contender, which is Darby Allin, I guess, and then we finna have a number three contender. Why don't you just bring the rankings back? You feel me?
This is the way to get. This is the way to bring it. This is the way to do it. Yo, this is the most boxing shit that I've ever seen in my life. Like you have middleweight. You know what I'm saying? You have a WBC. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, like you have to fight them. I don't know what the. Yeah, Darby came up there with his little pink fur jacket, like talking about, like, yeah, I'm gonna fight somebody. Yeah. Like, yeah, whatever, though. So, swear, yo, you
Ibushi announced that he will be returning. Somebody asked him on like one of these social sites or whatever when he was coming back to AEW or if he had like wrapped up or whatever. He said, no, AEW is still my home, but I'm just waiting for my return when Kenny Omega come back. So he said, I'm not fucking with them niggas over there unless Kenny Omega's there. What do you guys think about that? Like one, Ibushi saying, I'm waiting for Omega for me to come back? And 2, like, what does that do for Omega?
It seems like a Golden Lovers reunion is, is on the way. We're going for the tag team belts. Like, I don't know. I think Ibushi is just like staying pat, like going with who brought him here. Like, yeah, man, I'm not coming back until he comes back. I don't want to hoop unless my partner can hoop. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. I know they talking about they miss Kenny Omega. Like, yeah, like you do. You know what I mean? You're gonna miss your biggest star, especially with Ospreay running around here. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, what the fight 100 times? But yeah, I respect Ibushi's decision. Like, if I ain't got to, like, what are you gonna do with me? Just have me running around, like, doing what? Like, you already got Okada. Like, as soon as they got Okada, like, getting that new toy, and now they don't care about me no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okada was in the fold, they don't really
you anymore.
Yeah, you're boring. I don't want to play with you anymore. So, like, yeah, I'm waiting for my partner because Kenny ain't never gonna let Kota Ibushi, you know what I'm saying, not even drown, just like have a bad time, especially when they get to work together now. So I understand that. I'm waiting for my partner to come back. So I respect it. I wasn't doing shit without my partners. Shit. Graham ain't going, I ain't going. Well, okay, for sure. Yeah.
Got it. Andy says that's kind of stupid, but I really don't care about Ibushi like that. The hype died pretty quickly. Unfortunately, health is his major issue for the past 3 to 4 years.
Hey, yo, how's that Okada hype going? Still the best wrestler of this generation?
No bad. Sean says Ibushi needs to get healthy first, and I agree with that. They did play a hologram video promo. They stopped playing on my top. I was a little irritated. I'm like, hold on, how is the Beast Mortos on Dynamite 2 weeks in a row, and I just beat him, and y'all ain't throwing no love to the kid? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Holla Gang. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Holla Gang. Holla Gang, Holla Gang. Let's do our thing. You feel me? Make sure y'all go slap my new theme music produced by Mikey Ruckus. Put it on your playlist. Yeah, straight like that. Lastly, and we can get the hell up out of here. That's just funny. Andy says CJ, aka David Stern of AEW.
So I would be suspending everybody, nigga. like as soon as CM Punk was like, I told this nigga, you fired, nigga. That'd have been the last thing you see on that video, nigga. Like, you fired.
Yeah, chucked you out too, nigga.
Die, Mariah, die.
I like that shit.
This was written on the back of a photo of Tony Storm consoling Mariah May. It was given to her as a gift. She unwrapped it and saw this on the back. And then, as you can see, if you're watching the video here, if you're not watching the video here, you should be watching the video here. Salute to us, youtube.com/Public Enemies. Make sure you like, subscribe, and salute. Yeah. And Tony Storm decided she was going to jump her, did that. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, there you are. More build, more hype for probably the greatest women's rivalry in AEW thus far.
Just like the Pan Trap. The Pan Trap. This is like the Pan Trap when they started fighting.
I got a couple little updates here on a couple of guys that work and one guy that doesn't. Two of these guys go by the names of Daniel Garcia and Ricky Starks. Could possibly be exiting the company. I don't know what's going on. If you haven't heard or if you haven't read, Daniel Garcia, when he was written off television with that MJF angle, he was written off with the idea that he could possibly not return. So there is a possibility. Not in rooms.
So
that Daniel Garcia may exit the company. Go ahead.
Oh, so now writing off niggas and killing them, now it's not a problem. Now it's like, oh, well, he didn't know if he was going to resign. Because when Will Ospreay did it, this is so disgusting. WWE couldn't let him walk out the door on his own. They couldn't let him go out on his own and have a great match. He had to feed him to Braun Breaker. And this is why I said, at the end of the day, this is a show. We got to move this forward. We got to make sure, like, okay, why isn't he wrestling? He's dead. That's why he's not wrestling here. He's gone. Okay.
Let us pray. Put that on your soft taco. Ricky Starks has not been on AEW television since March 30th, I believe. There was a pitch made to turn him heel. He didn't want to turn heel, apparently. So he's off of television with the idea that he may possibly have one foot out the door anyway. So it seems as if they are not using him right now for that reason. Or I don't know, maybe there's some other that hasn't been unearthed as of yet.
He'll tell us.
Give him some time.
Give him some time, man.
Give it some time.
You know, that Daniel Garcia, Ricky Starks buddy cop movie. Woo!
Can't wait.
Woo. Top and a half, nigga. Part 2.
Speaking of cops, this is funny. That was great, Jizzle. Speaking of cops, Mustafa Ali has decided and elected that he will not be up for re-election in TNA for their X division. When he released this memo earlier this week, I thought he was just saying, yo, I'm not going to go after the X division title anymore. Apparently, Mustafa Ali is done with TNA for the time being. He has exited the building, stage left. Don't call my mans for nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Unless you need some body cam footage or something like that. Anyway, so there's your update on Ricky Starks, Daniel Garcia, and Mustafa Ali. Go crazy, go crazy, go crazy. Salute to these guys. Can't wait to see what they do next.
Yo, that Kane is some cold shit. Oh, that's a cold shit.
Fireman. Like the fireman. Wee Bobby V. Okay, so let's talk about another Bobby who may be exiting the WWE. Actually, Fightful Select just reported. I read it before we started the show. They said Bobby Lashley's contract expires this weekend. Weekend.
Oh, that you're talking about.
Lash.
My bad, man. I'm about to say, oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ben, please.
All right. So I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of would be interested in a Bobby Lashley like AEW run. Because at first I was gonna be like, yo, he could go to TNA, but then TNA is working right alongside with WWE at that point. It doesn't make sense to do that. So I wouldn't be mad at him doing that. I wouldn't be mad at him going in, like CJ said in the group chat earlier, going to Japan and having a nice run over there. I mean, shoot, you go over there, chill a little bit over there. A lot of them, they might think you Bob Sapp. They say the first name, they're like, oh, he back? He back?
Yo, Bob. What? Oh, okay.
Lashley.
I like that.
All right.
Okay. All right. Make sure.
Different Bob.
I want to see him beat up the Murder Hawk. That's all I want to see.
Damn, just
could,
do that and just like, all right, guys.
He could rekindle the feud with Miro, right?
Yeah.
They could do that.
Damn.
Yeah,
where your girl at, nigga?
Yo, no. Ben forgot that Rusev was signed to AEW.
Grant forgot that his name is Miro, not Rusev.
I was like, hold up. Yeah, right. He is still with the company. Maybe that'll get him to show up on TV, and that'll be a storyline that he agrees to do. Like, hey, you want to do part 2 of the nigga that was fucking your wife? You want to do that? That sound fun to you? You don't want it?
Yo, my groin is good now, bro. So you know my groin is fully healed up. I'm about to tear it again. You know what I'm saying? That way you can get her a job. You feel me? And then now she can do some stuff.
Salute to Bobby, man. He's been working out, dropping a bunch of videos on the Instagram, showing his progress. He did mention that I needed this setback for a major comeback. Boom! Punch the camera, a little break and all. So I'm like, who's doing this?
That's a youth pass the line, bro.
Yeah, definitely, brother. Actually, it's also a Lil Wayne line.
It is.
It definitely is.
Can you imagine punching your own phone for a promo and then you got to buy another one? Like, God damn it! Like, all right.
said they say they want the drugs to stop, but I'm a major setback. When my album drop, I got that. All right, man, I'm gonna chill. Anyway, so Bobby Lashley, 1 foot out the door, WWE. It looks like he is exiting the building. Let's see, what are y'all saying about that? That's hilarious. Andy says he also forgot about Rusev. Christian says Pain Industries LLC. He said, what is the Pain establishment doing in AEW? The possibility of a hurt business in AEW or elsewhere with the free agent nature of Bobby Shelton. Oh yeah, wow, yeah. Leo Rush is out there too. That's interesting.
And what they call themselves, Ouch Incorporated.
MVP gonna smack the dog shit out of Leo Rush. He start talking shit. I think I ain't getting nobody's bags. You know I.
Tell the Blackheart to come out and go get our bags. Blackheart, turn it to the Blackheart real quick. Go get our bags real quick because he seems to listen better.
So yeah, there's that with Bobby Lashley. Salute to Bob Lash. Also, let's talk about the Lucha Brothers. Let's talk about the Lucha Bros, man. Lucha Bros, man. Decorated tag team. What Ray Phoenix say? You. Oh no, the best tag team in the world, the Lucha Brothers. He said the what? He said no. My bad. I be misquoting my boy because he will never say the best tag team in the world, the best tag team in the universe. Hashtag Animo. Fuck with the kid. You feel me? So yeah. Hey. How do we lay this out, man? How do we lay this out? Okay, so apparently, y'all know, a couple weeks ago, we talked about it on this program, the possibility of Penta leaving AEW when his contract expires and seeking other opportunities. Well, news comes out that apparently Ray Phoenix's contract is up as well pretty soon here. I believe Penta September, Phoenix October, somewhere in there in that window. And apparently AEW has been attempting to re-sign them, and it's been delayed multiple times by the Lucha Brothers themselves. And I guess the front office, Tony Khan and others, are maybe getting the idea, or sources close to those in AEW are saying that they're getting the idea that maybe they are looking to exit the company if they're not trying to re-sign. Conan tweeted, "What goes around comes around too." And
what the fuck does that mean?
Well, when that whole situation with Dragon Lee and AEW happened, they had Roosh beat him up, take off his mask. That's my brother, nigga. He could beat me up and take my mask, nigga. I don't know what you niggas be talking about on the internet. So anyways, Dragon Lee decided to sign with AEW while he was still under the employ of AAA, and they had that partnership with AEW at the time. So Dragon Lee deciding to go to WWE and NXT. When that happened, Conan tweeted, "What goes around comes around." Now that this is happening, he says what goes around comes around 2, which is the sequel, which is I don't know why we doing this, man. But what do you guys think about the possibility of the Lucha Brothers going to WWE? Because that's what the news is saying, that they've already possibly spoken with people in the WWE with a deal that might be on the table, similar to what AEW is offering. Ben, please go.
I just want to start off by saying they have lost complete custody of George Kittle. Like, there's nothing holding him over there anymore. He was just staying in AEW. He was towing the line between AEW and WWE. He's at WrestleMania. He was like, "Yo, I fuck with the Lucha Bros." And he was like, "Yo, I remember I think it was either before or after the game. He was like, "Yeah, I do this. Yeah, that means no fear because my favorite wrestlers in AEW." And they was like, "Yo, George Kittle, fuck with us." I'm like, "Nah, he's out the door, man. They got full custody." But moving on, if they end up getting them, there's no need to put them on NXT. That was one of the reports that I read, that they wouldn't be going to development, and why would they? And my request for them on the main roster: keep them as far away from LWO as humanly possible. Don't do it, Triple H. Don't do it. Just
and
stop.
the other ones. And Legato. Don't do it.
And Legato. Just I don't want to if you want to have them like wrestle each other like one time or whatever, just for the just for the cause, just for the people, Viva La Raza, all that, the Eddie Guerrero shit. If you want to do all that, yeah, more than certainly, yeah, go ahead and let them have the match. But I don't want to see them link up in any way. All right, I just want to see at some point if you guys do if WWE does a pay-per-view in Mexico, I just got to have Rey Fénix versus Rey Mysterio. I've been asking for that for as long as I can remember. I've if you want to go, the tweets are documented on the page. Niggas like, yo, you're never gonna get that. Rey Mysterio is gonna retire by the time that happens. Guess what, nigga? God looks out.
Wrong.
CJ,
Idiots.
You go ahead.
You know, when I talked to my man Colt Cabana, he said that what goes around comes around, karma too. And listen, as long as we got Rey Fénix, the best in the world over there, and then they were the best. They've been one of the best tag teams in the world. Listen, you cry about the tag team division, like, what about the tag team division? Now you got one of the best tag teams in the world, and they will have to fight FTR no more. Thank you. Okay, I'm tired of seeing niggas fight FTR, but now they can fight all the other. This is only going to booster up the tag team division, no matter where they go. I will make them niggas free agents. Like, listen, go fight all the tag teams over there, and then win both belts again. Like, that's what I would have them do.
And you got Motor City Machine Guns coming in too.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're automatic. Like when they step in there, they're automatically top 3 best tag teams in WWE. As soon as they step in there, if they wanted to go, and then I mean, man, you can imagine Rey Fénix running the ropes with them camera shots, nigga, kicking somebody in the head. Like, oh man, I can't wait. Now, like, I agree with Ben with keep them away from Logano, Fantasma, and LWO because, I don't know what WWE's problem is, but as soon as they get 2 luchas on the team, they be making them niggas fight each other 100 times. Like, I remember them niggas forgot that they had Andrade on the team. They was like, oh shit, we got him fight Rey Mysterio, cuz. Oh, do it again and again. Yeah, so they spam that.
When I saw Colt Cabana backstage, I remember asking him, I go, yo, what's up with you now that Punk's back? And he was like, yeah, man. He goes, yeah, we're not really talking. I go, come on, dude. After all these years and you guys were boys, you're not. Yeah, man. He just won't talk to me. And I was like,
sorry, I had to do that. Nizzle did it. I had to play it, man. What do you guys want me to do? What do you guys want me to do?
What you doing?
Jesus Christ, man. Salute to the Lucha Brothers. Salute to Bobby Lashley. I hope your next move is your best move. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And Lashley ain't got nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Lashley is solidified, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know who else is solidified? You know who else is solidified? I think you guys know who's solidified in this game. And, you know what I'm saying? Can't be moved. Can't be shaken. Unfazed, as Yachty would say about Drake, but this guy is the definition of poise. You know what I'm talking about? The return of the OTC. Roman Reigns is brought back. Nothing but pure chicken, pure money, pure ratings, pure love, pure joy from between the fans, WWE, and their pocketbooks.
Oh, thank God.
Roman Reigns is back, and he is also announced to be on SmackDown this Friday. So tomorrow, if you're listening to this on Friday, tonight, if you're listening to this over the weekend, yesterday, or
already happened. You know already lived that shit.
You know what I'm saying? You already lived it, and if you missed it, that's on you. But you know what I'm saying? It's the return of the all weight, no weight. You're kidding. They said Roman Reigns. I saw a report from GQ. They said that it is official, and he will actually have some Bloodline Air Jordan special edition sneakers, January or something, or 2025, somewhere. Maybe
they saw how them belts were selling.
I got the month wrong. Maybe I got the month wrong. Maybe they just said 2025, but I seen that on GQ style. So if that's wrong, then talk to them people over there. But
I just want to take a moment to apologize to Michael Jordan and saying he had jaundice. and calling him a gambler and just slandering him on this show and on the podcast page. I just want to apologize because when the word was out that you were taking that away from us, I had already put my money to the side for it. You know, I already planned. I was gonna rock those, but you know, now that you bought them back, I guess you know I got to take that back.
Yeah, we definitely call him a yellow-eyed gambling degenerate. That was definitely said between the two of us.
The return of Roman Reigns here. I told y'all in the group chat of them belts that they had, the 1,316 commemorative titles to celebrate his title run and the amount of days that he was champion. Those sold out in like an hour or two, and they were like $600 a pop. So that's like 800 bands. You know, that's 800,000 that he done made just off of that. They was making a big deal about Cody, and that's my man's King of the South. I rocks with him. They was making a big deal about Buddy selling $1 million worth of merchandise over WrestleMania weekend. If Roman is able to sell damn near $1 million just off of championship belts in 2 hours alone, that you not to mention the t-shirts, the sweatshirts.
That's what I'm about to say that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? You know, I got a new glove coming. You seen the socks. What are you talking about? We throwing it out there. Come get it. Everything is
You got a new glove coming, nigga.
Come on, man.
Roman Reigns bowling glove, nigga.
Come on, man. Salute to Gary, man. GP, we in the building, man. The glove is nothing but love, man. And yeah.
Hey, man. They needed him. You could tell they needed him, but that because like we were talking about that belt thing.
Wait.
I think they missed him. I think they missed him. My fault.
Okay,
let me catch myself. I think they missed him. I think they missed him, but I think the bloodline thingy was going as well as it could, probably even better than expectations, because once that shit was going, they were probably like, yo, what in the fuck are we going to do? And like for shit to fucking kind of play out the way it is, for him to come back at SummerSlam and, you know what I mean, stake his claim, like, you know what I'm saying, the original tribal chief. I guess we got the OTC thing taken care of. I guess the original tribal chief, whatever. Listen, acronyms are subjective, people, all right? So whatever your O is, you know what I'm saying, that's your O, all right? Mine is offhandedly tribal chief. That's what my O stands for. So
mine is Omarion.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Osiris tribal chief. You know what I mean? Like, there he is. You know what I mean? Yo, I think they missed it. I mean, and I think like, yo, him coming back on SmackDown too, like that's got to be must see TV, dog. Like that's got to be must see TV. Because I already know he's gonna. I think I can't wait to run. Because you know everybody got that little cousin that you ran down before that thought it was bigger than you. And then you just nigga, you over here, son. Like, I can't. He's gonna be a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, boy.
They gonna beat his ass.
I mean, they should.
They're absolutely gonna beat his ass.
It's 4 of us.
I don't know if it's gonna happen Friday. I don't know if it's gonna happen this week, but Roman is absolutely gonna take an ungodly ass whooping from the bloodline 2.0, from the wannabes or whatever you want.
Because he's supposed to be on next week's episode too, right?
I don't know.
I think he's gonna be on multiple episodes. Like he's from what I read that they have scheduled for this week's episode and next week's episode. So he might be getting his ass beat next week too. Like you gonna have Jacob Fatu walk out there just in the boot. It's like, yo, man, I couldn't miss out on this ass whooping.
Still doing it, baby.
The news on the boot though. Like they Fightful that reported, or at least that's where I read it. Yeah, I mean PW Insider might have had it. I don't know. I don't be remembering all of this stuff. Like I don't even feel like going through my notes and double checking it. But they did say that
in the streets.
He was supposed to. Jacob Fatu was supposed to actually sell the leg injury. To what extent we don't know, because as Ben did post on the Twitter, on the X account, he was in a walking boot the next day. So I don't know where he is with the injury status on that. But yeah,
they might have to whoop his ass tomorrow, yo.
This is what I have to say. I think this is all well and good, and I do trust that they can, lay out the situations and the necessary roadways to get here. But they have spent the last 4 years on making Roman Reigns this world beater heel. This the Bloodline is the biggest heel faction and the possibly the biggest faction that WWE has ever had. Okay. And they have been dog walking everybody on the roster. And in the midst of that, they have created a handful of really popular and possible crossover babyface stars. When you talk about Jey Uso, you talk about what they've done with Cody, you talk about what they've done with, look at what they're doing with Damian Priest, what they've done with LA Knight. Like, they're guys that they've put in position to become major stars on the babyface end of it. Then they've got CM Punk, you've got Seth Rollins, you've got just a bunch of people in this mix, right? My question is, now that Roman Reigns is a babyface, I know it's going to take us a minute to get through this Bloodline thing, but who are the other heels on this roster that are good enough for this?
For Roman?
I guess you can turn CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. I mean, you could revisit that with the roles reversed, but that was beaten like a dead horse. Like, who do they have that he hasn't fucking beat and killed off? I'm like, who do we have that they can flip or either bring it? Because of course you got this Bloodline thing, you got the eventual match of the Jacob Fatu, you got the eventual The Rock match, but who else they got, man? Somebody tell me something.
You ready? Ready for my Vin Diesel answer? Family. All right, family. It's gonna be a lot of begging. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of begging going on to them brothers. First off, the brothers got to make up. You know what I'm saying? Like, which one is you? You know what I'm saying? Like the brothers got to make up first. So he's probably gonna orchestrate that. Like, hey, yo, man, you need to make this up with your brother. You know what I'm saying? So we can start doing that. Then I think it's gonna be a bidding war and Hikaleo. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a bidding war for that big nigga when he come over. You know what I'm saying? Because you need one of them, especially when you got that killer Jacob Fatu over there. Because he's whooping niggas with the boot on. I think he's gonna be the next star of this Bloodline. And that comes out, which is bad for Solo, because but it's. I think he's gonna have to go back. He's gonna have to go back to the Usos. I remember when we talked about Sami Zayn, like trying to maybe, you know what I mean, like have Paul Heyman, because you got to get Paul Heyman back and then have him do Damage Control with the Usos, and then have them get together over Waffle House, and then we can all just talk. That Waffle House. We'll all meet at Waffle House, and then we'll discuss. Family cousins fight. You know what I mean? We fight. You know what I mean? Like,
all right. Antonio actually answered my question. He said Gunther. The real JM says, "Where's AJ at?" Andre says the same issue that Cody is having. And J Champ says, "I think Jacob is working for Roman."
I like Jacob's answer. I like J Champ's answer actually. I like that.
I don't think he's working for him. I think he's like in the corner of Solo Sikoa. I don't think there's a big twist there. If anything, the twist would be, like I said, like a few months ago, that he's really the one that wants to take over the Bloodline. That's just what I think. But as far as Roman for the next until WrestleMania, I think he's feuding with family. I think you're gonna get like 3 or 4 different iterations of this match between him and Solo Sikoa. Then you're gonna take a break and he's gonna have his rematch with Cody, and then we get to WrestleMania. Now, I don't know what he does after WrestleMania. If you want to revisit the Drew McIntyre, if you want to have him face Gunther, if you want to, chop it up and do, I don't know, maybe he has a rivalry with Jacob Fatu, but I think you'll probably get that match with Jacob Fatu somewhere in this stretch to WrestleMania. I feel like that could be like a good match, maybe Elimination Chamber or something like that. But up until WrestleMania, I see him feuding with Cody Rhodes and his family exclusively.
They're gonna find a way to get them titles off of Jacob and Tama Tonga and get them shits right back to the Usos, dog. And then I don't want to hear none of y'all complain about nothing, because goddamn it, they're brothers and they deserve it. Because they're gonna keep these tag titles in the family on SmackDown for at least the next year and a half, because they're gonna be bouncing in between each other. The Usos are gonna get back together. I know that Jay Uso yeet shit. That shit was cool. You know what I mean? They're having a real good time doing that shit. But ain't no wrong. You know what I mean? Getting back with your brother and winning some belts. You know what I mean? That shit's always fun.
Yeah, I don't.
Gunther. Keep Gunther away from Roman. Keep him as far away from Roman as possibly. That's possible. I mean, excuse me. That is ridiculous. Gunther needs to run through all the Raw first. Pause.
Impossible. Speaking of Gunther, Gunther was approached and called out by Randy Orton on Raw this past Monday. He said, "Hey, you the champion now, but I mean, like, my shoulders wasn't down at King of the Ring. You know that. The ref know that. The fans know that. Triple H know that. That's, I think, more important than anything, right? Did Triple H know that? By the way, Triple H said I could come out here and challenge you to a rematch. How about we do this at Bash at Berlin?" And Gunther was like, "I bet. Cool.
Whatever.
If you want that smoke, then have at it. Roll it up, P. Do your thing."
Hey, that's what you want to do, man. It's your funeral. Like,
basically, that's what he said. Yeah, on my mama. Randy called Gunther a German. He said, "You're
Yeah, you caught that?
that title looks great on your German shoulders." And Gunther's just like, "Yep. What are we doing?"
should have been like, "I'm from Austria, you idiot."
What are we doing?
Man,
Yeah, that shit caught me. I'm like, bro, I was like, hold up. I was like, is he? I was like, he's not German. I was like, he's from Austria, right? So they have me doing geography. I was like, Austria? I was like, hold up. I was like, Austria isn't in Germany, is it? I was like, hold on. I'm like, Alexa.
This is this part of Europe. If you go down here, you know what I'm saying, the Austrian bone connected to the German bone. No, this doesn't work. Like
yo, they just so in the end they just like play cousins with Germany, so it's cool. But yeah, I like when they use their mistakes and they go back and we end up having like something to go off after that. They didn't just like, okay, his shoulders weren't down, but the ref's decision is final. He won the match, whatever. I like when they bring stuff around full circle and then we acknowledge it later on because it leads to moments like this. I thought we were going to go straight into probably having Cody against Randy Orton, but that's looking more to me like that match will probably be saved for maybe WrestleMania or something like that. So I don't know what you have for Cody, but I think this was a genius move. And I saw people where they were like, yo, why does he get to come over to Monday in the Raw? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This is a one time I'm going to be like, you know what? I don't really care about the brand split because they've literally kept the brand split in check this entire time, except for this time. And I'm not mad at it. There's a story behind it and there's reason for him to go over there and be like, you know what? I didn't get like the just due during that match, and I'm over here to collect what I'm supposed to get. So, and I think this is going to be a great match considering both of their styles. Randy Orton talked about how, you know, they're both really good at technical wrestling and everything like that. So I think this is going to be a really good match. I initially wanted Ilya Dragunov versus Gunther, but from what I've heard, people are now saying that's too soon. You guys told me that was too soon when the guy got up to the main roster and I was asking for this match. Now we get here and it's still too soon. I'm like, I don't know what you guys want, but
we want Ilya to be built into a credible opponent for him and for that to matter and not for us to be living off of nostalgia and the great matches that they
done it.
But take your same Lucha Brothers and Legado Fantasma and LWO logic and put it to this. It's the same shit. I don't need these niggas fighting right now. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty of time for y'all to work together. It's not. It's the exact same thing, literally. When you think about it.
People want to see this. Nobody wants to see the Legado del Fantasma versus LWO for the 7 millionth time.
Hey man. If we booking matches just for the sake of booking matches, man, you can take that shit to fucking Walmart and Daly's place.
Yeah. Right next to the bicycles. Right next to the bicycles.
This is Triple H's logic. I'm just thinking Triple H's logic. He's trying to tell a story. He's not just gonna he's gonna book matches, of course, but that Ilya and Gunther match,
that's WrestleMania.
That's gonna have
that's his WrestleMania.
That's gonna be weighted. You know what I mean? That's not just gonna be.
I appreciate that too. I'm just like, it's just jokes right now, but I appreciate when like they put something on, they put it in the crock pot. They put it in the crock pot, but you just like, you know what? How long is till it's gonna be done? You just looking at it, you just see the timer still blinking on the 6-hour mark. You're like, well, I'm kind of hungry now. That's what it is. But I'm not mad at them putting it on the back burner.
Okay, I feel you because if you really think about it, whenever they're ready to activate somebody, they can do that. You know what I'm saying? So if they wanted to push that line on Dragunov, they could really push that line on Dragunov, and it wouldn't take but maybe an episode or two of Raw to get the point across. Like, I don't know, this past week on Raw, when we saw, I don't know, a little bit of misdirection here because we thought it was going to be a little bit of funk between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. But when Drew McIntyre popped up in the crowd, CM Punk just couldn't resist. And he was like, hey, yo, bro, you feel me? I'm not done with you. He said, I still got this bracelet on. Your wife is lovely. And Punk said, bitch, I'm at your neck. You feel me? And then when we thought everything was safe, when we thought the kids was tucked away and put to bed, when we thought the lullabies was already sung, you feel me? And the sheeps were starting to get counted. Bronson Reed came up out of nowhere and had a hell of a night, an amazing showing. What the fuck was this? This nigga took out Seth Rollins and gave him not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 tsunamis. I thought this man was Kendrick on stage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1.
Listen. The way this man did Seth Rollins was dirty. I'm talking about the craziest ever. I wouldn't say ever, but this was nice. Let's get into it, man. Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed. Like, what are we doing here? Like I said, when they want to activate somebody, they can do it, and they made an effort to get Bronson Reed over. They've made multiple efforts to get Bronson Reed over, but this one felt like it had an exclamation point on it. What do you guys think? Man, please.
This is how he beat Okada, you know? He was just like, you know, tsunami. I seen it. I watched it. That's how he beat Okada. Nah, but seriously, I love the way they heated him up because it feels like a long time that Bronson Reed has been kind of like a background character. They pull him out and they have him like have dominant matches from time to time, and then it leads nowhere. And for him to go back to Adam Pearce backstage and like, yo, what do I got to do? Kind of like the Braun Breaker method. And he was like, okay, you don't want to notice me. You don't want to pay attention to me. I'll make you pay attention to me. And having him go out there, because after the first one, I was like, okay, all right, message received. But after like the 4th and 5th one, I was like, this is insane. And there have been, I think Wrestling Observer reported that this was a way to write Seth Rollins off of TV for a little while. But either way it goes, when Seth Rollins comes back and they have this match, it'll mean something. And you could have Bronson Reed just like running roughshod over there, kind of building up his portfolio right now, and actually have him beat like guys and have it mean something. I thought this was a very good way of heating Bronson Reed up because like you've had him back for a while and you haven't really done anything with him. So I liked it.
I was heating up and they have some air fryer shit, nigga. Efficient and quick, nigga. Efficient and quick. Like you said, like after the first tsunami, I was like, oh, okay. Because, you know, like I thought they would just like, you know, break glass in case of emergency. You know what I'm saying? You want to get some heat? Beat up Seth Rollins. So I'm like, all right. And then like after the second one, I was like, okay. Then the third one, I was like, holy shit, it's kind of over. Oh shit, he's bleeding out the mouth. The 5th one, and then there was like one more time. And he was like, gotta get the people what they want, right? And then you jump, you give that nigga another one, bro. That's the type of brutal, like if you want to make a name for yourself, like you gotta make a stamp. And like it didn't just make him look like a credible heel. It just made him look like an unstoppable because like you're like, oh my God, stop it! Like, what are you guys gonna do to stop me? What are you gonna do? Adam Pearce, like, no, nothing, nigga. I mean, go ahead. All right, mate, get out the way. And then he jumped off the rope again and get that nigga another one. Like, yo, drag him out the ring if you're a woman to keep hitting him with these joints, man. Yeah, man.
And
he's looking to stop.
Side note, I like the fact that they were crowded around him and they were like, hey, stop. And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to jump anyway, and you guys can move out of the way if you want. And everybody just jumped back. Shout out to this picture. That's exactly how it was. They were like, hey, get out from there. You know you're not supposed to be up there. I will guard Seth Rollins with my life. And as soon as he made the leap, they're like, all right, bro, you got it.
Oh, hell no. Look at my shorty. Oh, hell no.
Yo,
shit. You got right about the way.
Out of there.
Jason Jordan, like, damn.
You want to puncture his lung? You want to do all that? That's on you, bro. You do that because that's what you want to do.
Hey, man, you can get another lung. You know what I'm saying? We got lungs in the back. You know what I mean? If somebody grab Seth another lung. Yeah, just hit him with a couple more of them joints. Yeah, you say give him a Z-Pack. Give him a Z-Pack.
Give him a fucking Taco Bell cravings box, a fucking a crunch wrap, the ones like the ones with the Cheez-Its in them.
Somebody give him a beef and 5-layer burrito.
These niggas was running out of ideas. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. Big Cheez-It. That's what we'll do. That's the wave now.
All right, so we got a crunch wrap, right? But instead of the taco shell, it's a Doritos shell with
like the Doritos Locos. Doritos Locos.
We take that, break it in half.
That's
you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, got a breakfast crunch wrap. Got a whole hash brown in that motherfucker.
Doritos Locos Crunch Wrap Supreme Bacon Burger.
Oh my God. Cheesy chalupa. Cheesy
right,
crunch.
now that we're like an hour in, right? And it's just us now, right? It's just us, right? I can tell you guys the racist shit that my uncle said.
Oh Lord. This gotta be on a Patreon episode, I feel.
No, it doesn't have to be right now. I'm listening.
Don't tell nobody, Ben. Jizzle, don't tell nobody. Because this shit is disrespectful. And like, when I say this, don't tell nobody I said this, because I ain't never said this shit in my fucking life, all right? This nigga calls Mexicans chalupas. People be like, he'll say some stupid shit like, yeah, those payasas over there, and he'll be like, goddamn chalupas. And I'm like, you can't do that, bro. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to stop. Like, you have to stop. And if you're going to do that, don't do that around me.
I don't want to be there.
Exactly.
Don't
like
do
saying
that.
The O word about the Asian culture, like the O word. I don't want to hear that right now, man. Like they don't say that.
Yo, facts. They be saying that to you.
Gresh is in the chat. I'm gonna give it right back to y'all. Gresh is in the chat. He says, "Don't tell nobody," and we all watching. I don't know who we all is, but Gresh, you family, so you like the one person rule.
Yeah. You're the one that we're going to blame if we get in trouble for this, all right?
Andy,
relax.
Andy is 100% right. It's like, bro, I'm like, bro, don't say that shit to me. And they be loud with it. And then when you tell them, hey, bro, you got chunk, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going to have to I'll let you later. Day, man. Yeah, take it easy.
Like the old word makes me cringe. Like, I got people that call people Saudi, and I was like, bro, you can't say that shit, cuz like, you can't be saying shit like that, B.
I seen a video of this I don't know, it was a black family in like a country rural neighborhood. I don't know where they were exactly. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, but it was this white. They were having like a family gathering because like one of their like family members had just like passed away or whatever. So this was like a repast after the funeral. This white dude from across the street is yelling at these people talking about move your car. I don't believe in this nonsense. This not the hood. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yo, we just came from a funeral. Like this not like we not trying to cause no issues. He like, you trying to get in my face and cause trouble? I don't believe in this stuff. You hear? Now get on out of here. I'm like, what are y'all?
Brave man.
This nigga. Archie, he gonna catch one blood.
Archie, yo, that's a brave man to come out.
Archie Bunker blood can catch these hands, P. I swear to God.
I don't believe in death. That's crazy.
I don't believe in funerals.
You're right. You don't believe in what? Like, what are you talking? Anyways, my nigga. Anyways, let's get into it. If you don't believe in funerals, do you believe in reincarnation? Oh my God.
If you don't believe in funerals, hit that like button. If you do believe,
if you're an atheist, come kick it. No.
You're an atheist, hit that like button. If you love Jesus, hit that like button.
Hey, go that way. Now I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. We welcome all kinds, man. Except if you're a racist, if you're a bigot, if you're a homophobe, if you're a transphobe. There you go, man. There you go, man. But hey, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into some things that we like and some things that we love and some things that I've been criticizing. Okay. I've been criticizing, but it's time for us to talk about the debut, the in-ring debut of the Wyatt Sicks this past Monday on Raw when they first showed that Joe Gacy little video, and they kind of had like this little baby story throughout the leading to, you know what I'm talking about, like, because we got the little baby nugget of the idea of Ivy Nile going over with the creeds, and American Made is what they're called, I believe, is what they're calling themselves. Chad Gable, that'd be crazy if they use that song. Do they own that song?
American Made, or whatever I want, nigga. Like, we'll give it to somebody that's not racist. Racist piece of shit.
Well, that does not answer my question, brother.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Jericho. I think Jericho
or they just gotta. What if they remixed American Males? They could do that. They kind of own that.
They put some 808s on there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. For this thing.
There was a poll on Twitter this past week, and it said the in-ring debut of the Wyatts. What did you guys think? And it looks like there was 1,509 votes in total. We asked, what did you think about the in-ring debut of the Wyatt Sicks on Monday Night Raw? 86% of you said that you thought it was fire. 10% of you thought it was middle of the road. And 4% of you apparently thought that it was trash. But salute to the 86% of you that thought that this was amazing. I
definitely hit the 4. You know what I'm saying?
You know, when I was talking all that shit about who's gonna wrestle,
I need to see more. What are they gonna do?
Has the ring, all that shit that I said, right? I'm still sticking to that because I didn't watch this match. Okay, I saw clips.
Oh, fuck you, man!
I love that shit.
I'm still here to hate. I saw clips, and the clips that I saw,
look like clips to me.
I'm not super impressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not super impressed.
Look, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, and Eric Rowan was cooking. They was cooking the entire time. So was obviously American Made. They were, but the entire time, and the little like tributes to Bray and the original Wyatt family and everything like that, it was all wrapped up in there. I loved it. I thought it was great.
I'll give it to you that Gacy was cooking. I'll give it to you, maybe even Loomis, because he got the dreads now and he was doing a couple little jumpy moves and shit like that. I was like, this nigga's pretty quick, agile. But Eric Rowan, every time I saw him, every clip that I saw Eric Rowan, and I'm gonna go back and watch the match, and maybe I'll change my mind, maybe I'll change my opinion. Every clip that I saw of Eric Rowan, he took about 8 seconds to think about, is this how I do this? This how we do this still? Scoop slam. You go this way? All right, cool. I'm gonna drop you. All right, cool. I'm like, bruh, just do it. Just do it.
They all played their roles.
He tried to do the yeah. You feel me? All the salute. You feel me? Rest in peace to Brody Lee. You feel me? He tried to do the little flip over that. Yeah. The nigga tumble. Horrible. Bad. Execution, not good.
I think they all played their roles to the best that they had. It was like, everybody had a role and a set thing that they did. He did the power moves, and he did the, besides the Brody Lee, the roll over the rope and everything like that. He was mostly just doing power moves and stuff like that. So everybody had their role that they were playing, and they played to their strengths. I think like they could have a good series of matches with American Made. I hope this is not the last one. I hope that they have at least 2 more with them, because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
I like motherfuckers.
You know what I enjoyed? And I'll let you go, Jizzle. You know what I enjoyed? I enjoyed the American Made thing that they did when Brutus did the little boom. I did the moonsault, and then Julius got on the second rope, and boom, I do the moonsault, and then Chad Gable got on the top rope, and he do the moonsault. I was like, oh yeah, that was fire. That was fire. I was like, I see the vision. See what we doing here. That was beautiful. Yeah, let's cook. Let's cook. But
Gable like LeBron at the deadline. Got a whole new team. Yo, he's like LeBron. Yeah, LeBron at the deadline. I need a whole new team. We are too top heavy. You know what I'm saying? AKA Otis. I think it was first of all, let me apologize to Joe Gacy. I was not familiar with your game. I was just familiar with you just talking too much. So I appreciate you, Joe, for doing your thing. Dexter Loomis. I think it was. I don't want to look into like Eric Rowan, you know what I mean? Because it's been a while, you know what I mean? He's been chauffeured and chaperoned around as a legacy for the rest of them since everybody had passed away. So, especially since how long it took to get the Wyatt Sicks together as a unit anyway after Bray passed away. But like I think, like you said, like man, you could have these guys fight 100 times, and then I think they just found the perfect opponents for them. And yeah, now we got. I don't know. I think American Made's gonna need another person so they can have get Uncle Howdy in that bitch and let him fight some niggas. So like they might have to add another person in there, and then like you said, Ivy Nile getting in there, so I'll give Nikki something to do. Like it's like the pieces are there, and then the middle part of the puzzle is put together. It's just the other outside shit that you just lost in the couch somewhere. She's got to find them shits, and then you have a full puzzle. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm glad that they finally wrestled. So at least we know that they're gonna be doing shit.
I like stirring up shit. So I said WWE signed D12.
Yeah, that was funny. First off, that was hilarious. Don't you ever apologize for that.
Thank you for retweeting it from the page. I said this nigga is bold.
I was like, yeah, let me
tweet his own shit.
I did it, and I was like, let me take that off. I was like, let me take that off.
Oh,
that doesn't need to be there.
They told me where I was bit by a spider, but
I'm just saying, I'm wondering which one of these people is conniver. Who's Swifty McVeigh? And I think Eric Rowan is Bizarre. So, I mean, take your pick for the rest of them. You feel me? But yeah, there you go.
The tag match, I was in the back.
Oh, man. All right, brother. I will calm myself down. If you guys all agree to donate $7 so we can all go get that Lux Cravings box from Taco.
A cheese and it comes with chips and cheese, cuz like
honestly, if you eat Taco Bell outside of like last resort being drunk with your partners, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or your lady.
You want taco fries? You like taco fries supreme? You know, like all right.
The cheesy gordita crunch is one of the greatest things to ever be invented by human hands. So that I'll give it to.
Nah, I'm only going there watching the NBA finals, bro. So when they offer me one for watching the playoffs, and they be like, "Yeah, on Tuesday you can go get you a Doritos Locos tacos."
First way team to win.
I
need my taco B.
This nigga try. This is the only show. This nigga try to make me feel ashamed for eating Taco Bell and Arby's. It's insane. It's insane. I feel like I just feel targeted.
But $7 for a whole meal will never like niggas was running around eating $5 hot and ready pizzas for years. Nigga, you're not gonna shame me for eating 97 tacos for $7.
I'm building up for this.
You know what, guys? Since I love and appreciate you guys, and I know that I give you guys a hard time sometimes, I won't give you guys a hard time about food anymore. And definitely, I can tell you one food that I wouldn't give you a hard time about if you decided to eat it.
Shoot.
chicken nuggies.
Chicken nuggets.
That's always
You know
good.
who eats chicken nuggies?
Yeah. Look at this segue, y'all. Y'all don't appreciate us and you don't deserve us.
You guys know who eats chicken nuggies, right? In fact, I believe with his new lady this past weekend, he upgraded to strips.
Ooh. See what happens when you do good?
Look at that. Yeah, look at that. When his
Parmesan over him.
Oh my God! Look at
Partially.
that. Listen, I was like, "What is going on here? This is a plate and a feast set for a king."
Nigga, is that
So,
honey mustard?
we can talk about it. We can talk about it. There's what are all these new stables and stuff that they do? What is this? Banks says I heard the light skinned kid on this. I heard what the light skinned kid said on this show last week. I'm more Peter Parker than Ben. I'm no uncle.
I switched it. I said cousin. I switched. I called myself mid move. I was like, yo, I can't say that about this man. I was like, he's gonna be mad. I was like, it's cousin. But
Ben, let's talk about the first of all. If you guys missed it, we already kind of broke down this whole scenario when we did the SummerSlam recap. If you want to go back and check it out, it's on this channel. Please like and subscribe, show love. You feel me? Tap the bell for notifications if you want to. You feel me? If you want to. But since we found out officially that we now have a new Judgment Day, and they are still calling themselves the Judgment Day. Just kind of shuffled some pieces around with two figures that have now become the odd men out per se. What happens here with the new Judgment Day? Finn Balor, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough, and Carlito still here. With this whole thing that they've got going on with the Terra Twins, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, seems like it is not over, and they've got a ways to go likely. So what do you think we're going to see here? Any likelihood of a mixed tag match or an intergender match with Damian and Rhea and some pairing from this group here?
I think you'll probably see something like that at whatever pay-per-view they have after Bad Blood. But I think Rhea and Damian Priest, they should do like the Temptations did and just start another Judgment Day and just have two Judgment Day groups running around, and they could sing they could be singing songs at the same time and just mash it up or whatever. But nah, seriously, I think you probably either do the tag team match, either that at Bad Blood or maybe Bash in Berlin. And I think maybe at Bad Blood, you do the singles matches. I think you could easily do kind of like a grudge match. I think if you're gonna take this all the way to maybe the Royal Rumble or a Big Four pay-per-view that isn't Survivor Series, because I think Survivor Series, the War Games match is going to be reserved for the Bloodline. If you want to take this maybe to the Royal Rumble or something like that, I feel like Damian Priest versus Finn Balor has to end in a Hell in a Cell. I feel like this match is deserving of a big like blow off like match with that. But right now, I think we just have Rhea Ripley chasing around Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio for a few weeks. Same thing with Damian Priest chasing around Finn Balor, kind of playing like cat and mouse for a little while. And then shoot.
No, please finish. No, I want you to finish, and then I was trying to say I want to talk next.
Okay, all right, cool. So yeah, you have them playing cat and mouse until you probably. I think the safe bet would be Bash in Berlin, do an intergender tag team match, and then you could have the real matches going on in Bad Blood. But yeah, you go ahead.
All right. I'm with you on that as far as like the timeline of how they put that together. I think the first thing that we'll likely see is like a mixed tag match, because I feel like Finn Balor is going to be putting these people in the way of him and Damian Priest having the one-on-one match. He's already threw JD McDonough in the crossfire. So I feel like we'll see like that mixed tag, likely with Dom and Liv against Rhea and Damian. But forgive me if I'm thinking too far ahead. But I am of the mindset that I don't want them to overdo like any of these stipulation matches. Like I'm of the opinion that I feel like War Games already needs a break, right? But if we're gonna do Hell in a Cell matches at Bad Blood, I would rather just have one Hell in a Cell match, and then for one of these other feuds, i.e., Damien and Finn, or Liv and Rhea, how about a First Blood match? They haven't done one of those in a while. And it could also be like
First Blood.
and it could be a storyline reason to extend something further. Because as y'all know, with like the match ends as soon as somebody is detected with blood leaking, you feel me? So like it could be a situation where it's like, okay, Rhea and Liv, and then she gets
too.
You know, I just hate the fact that we're just putting multiple cell matches. I don't think that we need multiple stipulations of the same thing on the same night.
Yeah,
that's
why that's why I said they should, if they do a Hell in a Cell match for Finn and Damian Priest to blow off the feud, it should be done months down the line. I'm of the mind that you have to save this match, especially when Triple H was talking about, oh yeah, we're doing away with gimmick pay-per-views. What's the difference if you change the name, but you still like, okay, 3 Hell in a Cell matches on this card? You haven't really done anything. I think the Hell in a Cell match needs to go back like 100%, and they've been doing good with it, of just having it like, okay, we're ending a rivalry right now. Ended right here. Oh, we're having a big match. These guys really hate each other. Let's have it right here. We shouldn't just have it like, oh, it's October. It's October. Like I think it just ruins the essence of the match. And that was one of the things that Triple H said that he was going to get away with. I'm going to need him to kind of like stick to his word.
Hey, you know what you can say? You know how you get around that shit? You know what I mean? Get around that Hell in a Cell shit. Go to the cell, take that top off that motherfucker. You got steel cage match, baby. You know what I'm saying? We got steel cage matches for everybody now, nigga. I didn't say I was gonna have a steel cage, you know what I'm saying, pay-per-view, did I? You know what I mean? You can have a steel cage match on whatever. They used to have them shits on Raw like every other week. You know what I mean? Like you throw a couple of steel cage matches in that bitch. I would rather see Liv and Rhea have a First Blood match, because I think that shit will be lit. I think their beef is a little more in depth. Like that's what I was like, Hell in a Cell, because like for them two, because like that shit goes back to a couple years now, and that's the kind of story. Like you want to finish the stories, even though, you know what I mean, I already finished my story and sucked your battleship and took your man. So, but yeah, I'm saying, just take the top off the cell and then put it back on. You know what I mean? We want to have some real shit, but you know what I'm saying, we just have some regular shit. Yeah, just take the top off that bitch. You know what I mean? And we'll have the motherfuckers fight there. You know what I mean? Have a strap match. You know what I mean? Throw them back in there. You know what I'm saying? You could have a hardcore, no holds barred, and anything goes match. You know what I'm saying?
Scott Jones says, Waco, they need to bring the 6-man Hell in a Cell, huh?
Nah, man. That's ridiculous.
An intergender Hell in a Cell match would be crazy.
JD McDonough is definitely getting thrown off the top of the cell into the wood chips.
I don't think he's talking about like a 6-man tag. I think he's talking about doing the 6-man Hell in a Cell like they did in 2000, the one that we just did the Patreon recap.
Oh, blood. 6-man. Like, why would they want to do that? CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, and then you're gonna have people from both brands just jumping up in there. Then you can really complain about the brand split. You know what? I like it.
They done there got enough people to do it on Raw. Yeah. They done there got enough people just to do it on Raw, P. I'm not even gonna hold you. Throw Ludwig Kaiser in there just on the humble. You feel me? Or throw Iliad in there just on the humble and watch
Sheamus there. You know what I mean? They'll do some stuff. You know what I mean? Bruiserweight got to break somebody's fingers.
He tried to hit Sheamus with that shillelagh this past week on Raw, and it didn't work. So there's that. Anything else you guys want to get into before we go?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, do we think about making a new person? Finally, Odyssey Jones has made his debut. And what do? Throw him in the nigga group. Yeah. Easiest thing that you could do. Now, while one, like, even though, listen, I am all black first. I am black first, period. But it's just like, especially with the Bronson Reed thing happening, because I think that happened afterwards when they had the New Day thing, right? It was after the Bronson Reed thing. So it really this felt more forced. The Odyssey Jones thing felt more forced than the Bronson Reed thing. Like, the Bronson Reed thing just felt a little more natural. Like, to have this nigga, because, like, you have him come out, you know what I'm saying? He's a new member of the New Day, and then he just fucking takes care of the entire group that's been whooping these niggas' asses for the last 4 months, for a couple months. Like, and that just makes you look at, like, okay, well, if he was this dope nigga, how come he ain't been over here? He's already been on the roster. He was on the roster so bad that they had to redraft that nigga to let him know, like, yeah, you know you're still a raw nigga, right? Like, yeah, okay, making sure. But, like, that shit felt a little forced to me. Like, he looked like a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Took out them AOP suckers. You know what I'm saying? By himself. You know what I'm saying? Dual sidewalk slim. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Nash who? You feel me? And then beat up Karrion Kross. Like, and stop making Karrion Kross a thing, because I don't need that. But yeah.
Did you catch the look on Xavier Woods' face? He was not fucking with it. He was not here for Odyssey Jones. He was like, oh, so this young man's? He was like, yeah, Kofi was like, yeah, we were training at the PC together and I'm buddies with him, blah, blah, blah. He was like, oh, all right, cool. I guess if that's your man's, like, I guess I'm rocking with it. I guess maybe whatever, but yeah, he was not fucking with it. Conflict soon to come.
Oh yeah, man. Let's break up the black people team. You know what I'm saying? The one that's been most successful. I see that coming. You know what I mean? Xavier did look like this. So the big nigga that's been standing by the chicken for the last year is who you recruit to get. I mean, and then Kobe's like, I mean, you see what he did, right? I mean, you didn't do shit. All thing you did was get my arm broken, king of the ring. So, like, I mean, oh man, you love a little turmoil. But, you know, I hope it all works out. But yeah, I just want to talk about that Odyssey shit, because that shit just felt really forced. But it was you know, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? He definitely looked like one of them ones.
Yeah, bro. He ended up getting more TV minutes than Jason Tatum has got to play on Team USA. Good for him.
Yeah. Boo-hoo.
You've been on the team for 2 years. Ain't getting nothing. Damn, man.
He's like Linsanity.
I was the only one who made it first team All-Pro. I'm the only one.
This is like Odyssey Jones is like Linsanity. They was like, yo, he's been on the team? Like, doing what? Like, swear to God. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed niggas beating up, especially beating up Karrion Kross, man. And then AOP. I wish you'd got I wish you'd got Paul Ellering too, but that'd have been hilarious.
All right, that's our show. Make sure you follow us at The Enemy's PE3 everywhere, like air, social media platforms of your choice. You feel me? Take one, pick one. Which one? I don't know. Anyways, I go by the name Oh My God Graham. You can follow me at Oh My God Graham. Meet me there. Don't meet me there. Jizzle.
I'm at that's me. That's me with 2 E's. Go, nigga.
You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at _SonOfMars_. I didn't know you literally was acting like you had something else to say. I was like, I know you don't got any other social media. Like, this nigga joined TikTok, Foursquare. What's this thing on?
Catch me on Bumble, nigga. Chilling.
Catch you on Rumble?
No.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Catch me on Yahoo Sports Fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Football's back.
Hey.
All right, man. And with that said, yeah, what you got? What you want to say? Go ahead.
Oh, no, I wasn't say nothing. Hey.
All right. Well, with that said, if you ain't following the gang, make sure you follow the gang, subscribe to the channel. We'll see y'all next week. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and we out.
Yo, they got to take American Made for them.
Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you made it, Rob. Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.